How do we cultivate this? Well, you treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Recognize your efforts and celebrate small wins. Learn from your mistakes without harsh self-criticism. Hey there, it's me, Stefan Burchard, the Bowtie Coach, with your latest episode of the Networking Made Simple podcast. Networking Made Simple is an exploration of networking and social business connections for entrepreneurs, but especially for introverted entrepreneurs like me. It's taken me over 24 years to get to the place where I'm comfortable to be on camera, a microphone, or in front of folks, and my journey is far from over. I have the same challenges I've always had as an introvert. I've just learned how to leverage those introverted traits into positive tools for building business relationships. This podcast is an exploration and sharing of those 24 years of experience, mistakes, and learnings. I will alternate between sharing from my own experience and interviewing other folks to learn from their journey. I hope you enjoy this episode. Today's podcast is about Mindset Matters Most, the Introvert's Guide to Mental Resilience. So today we're going to explore why a positive and resilient mindset is crucial for introverts in business and how to cultivate it. Tip number 1, mindfulness, meditation, and prayer or devotion. So I think this is the number 1 tip in how to cultivate a good mindset. This is about sitting still and quieting the mind as much as possible. I know that that's virtually impossible for a lot of people, but believe it or not, just the practice of sitting down and focusing on one thing, whether it's a mantra, whether it's a phrase, whether it's a word, or like staring at a candle, whatever works for you to focus your mind, to empty it of all thoughts. Number 1, we're talking about the human mind. It is its nature to wander. So it will continue to bring other stuff up for us to think about, stuff that's concerning us, blah, blah, blah. That's just the nature of the mind. Just let it go and give it. Folks, that practice of just bringing it back is the magic of meditation. Even though it can be frustrating, going through the frustration is part of your process. Learn to let it go because it's the human mind. It's just natural for it to bring stuff up. And then having some form of prayer or devotion practice is really important as well, in my opinion. I end my meditation practice every day with a gratitude exercise as well as prayers and devotions. So there's many different forms of devotion, many different forms of prayer. You need to do what works for you. And if you're really anti any kind of spirituality or religion, then that's okay too. Focus on affirmations and being grateful. That's another form of being devotional. That's simple. Tip number 2. Exercise. It is a wonderful way to end the day or to start the day. Cardio is really good, but also strength training, Pilates, yoga, however you define exercise. But getting your heart rate up a little, exercising the muscles and the bones of the body for, about 20 to 30 minutes every day. It is imperative. I know for myself, as an introvert and someone who deals with depression quite often, exercise is great because it releases endorphins into the body and it floods the body with these endorphins, which A, are natural painkillers, and number 2, stress relievers. It calms the body down. So really, really, really important to get some form of exercise, even if it's walking around the block when you take your dogs for a walk. Some form of exercise, getting the body moving is really, really, really important. Tip number 3, reflection. What I mean here is journaling. Journaling for me is critical because I get to put all the, what I call the venom of the mind, the bully in the brain, the nasty stuff that we don't ever want to say to other people. I get it out of my head, out of my heart, and I put it down on paper. That's the beauty of a journal for me. And in that process of dumping the venom and dumping the crap, I get insights. I learn about myself. Things come up that when I'm writing that are very important to learn about myself. And then people say, or people ask, is it better to do it handwritten journal or electronic, meaning typing? Well, I'm not a fan of typing. I love to type, and I have journaled a big part of my life solely with typing. And I will say that actually the act of writing physically with my hand brings more of a catharsis, and sometimes more insight comes about because I have to think about what I'm writing as I'm writing it. So I choose not to use paper and pencil. I actually use my iPad, and it's GoodNotes is an application that allows me to handwrite lots and lots and lots of electronic notes. So I have an electronic notepad that I use, and one of the folders is my journal. So I write in my journal every day. Gratitude could be part of the journal. Ending your day could be part of your journal. What are the 3 best things that happened today? What did you learn? And what do you want to do differently tomorrow? So that's the part about reflection. So tip number 4 is about embracing your strengths. Recognizing and embracing your natural strengths, like deep thinking and empathy, allow you to build confidence and the ability to leverage your unique qualities. So how do you cultivate that? Well, you make a list of your strengths and achievements in your journal, and you reflect on these traits, how they've helped you succeed in the past and how they can be applied to your current entrepreneurial endeavors. Are you feeling overwhelmed lately, frazzled and unproductive? Well, you're not alone. This is where coaching can come into play. As your Bowtie coach, I specialize in helping introverted entrepreneurs navigate these waters. Together, we can tailor a self-care and business strategy that fits your unique personality and business goals, ensuring you don't just survive, but thrive. Click the link below to get a discovery call time with me, and let's explore together. Bye. Tip number 5, have and set clear boundaries. Why is this important? Well, introverts often need time to recharge after social interactions. Setting clear boundaries helps you balance your need for solitude with the demands of running a business, which prevents burnout. Now, how can we do this? Well, believe it or not, you just schedule downtime and you communicate about your boundaries to your teams and clients, and you use this time to reflect, plan, and recharge. So I call it time blocking. I actually have pieces in my schedule, one for self-development. It's an hour block, so I don't do anything but personal development during that hour. Tip number 6 is about having compassion for yourself. So entrepreneurship can be a hellacious roller coaster of successes and setbacks. Practicing self-compassion helps you maintain a positive and resilient mindset, which is essential for navigating the ups and downs of business. So, how do we cultivate this? Well, you treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Recognize your efforts and celebrate small wins. Learn from your mistakes without harsh self-criticism. And one of the ways you can do this, going back to tip number 3, reflect, write it, journal it. I sometimes have conversations with myself in my journal. Great way to learn about yourself. Tip 7, leveraging your listening skills. Active listening is a powerful tool that can help you understand clients' needs, foster team collaboration, and build stronger relationships. Focus on understanding and responding to others during conversations. Take notes if you need to. Ask thoughtful questions and provide feedback. Show that you value their input. So how can we cultivate this? Well, focus on really listening. And our responses during that listening period is to respond to ask it more clarity about whatever it is that they're talking about. It shows them A, that we're listening, and B, it allows us to get a little deeper into the subject, whatever it is. So that's really important. Maybe keep a piece of paper handy and just take notes. Not long, drawn-out notes like we do in a class, but just one-word notes about something you want to come back to because you don't want to interrupt them. I don't know about you, but when people interrupt me when I'm in midstream of a thought, it's just annoying. Tip number 8, which is one of my favorite, is developing a supportive network of people. Business owners, people, our spouses, support people, and everything in between. So building a network of peers and mentors, it provides invaluable insights. It provides encouragement. Provides opportunities. And for us introverts, having a trusted circle can make networking a heck of a lot less daunting. So to be practical about that, we can seek out communities and groups where we feel comfortable. Join professional organizations and attend small networking events. Connect with fellow introverted entrepreneurs who share similar experiences. So to summarize, cultivating an effective mindset as an introverted entrepreneur involves mindfulness and devotion, exercise, and reflection. In addition to that, embracing your strengths, setting healthy boundaries, practicing compassion, leveraging listening skills, and building a supportive network. A positive and resilient mindset is crucial for overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success in business. Hey, if you'd like to learn more about networking made simple, make sure to subscribe and leave us a review. You may also want to check out our YouTube channel at Bowtie Coach. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!